Hello and welcome back to Sack to the Future 1971, week number 8. And it is the Giants at the Detroit Lions. Now it is only 1971, but the Lions would be indoors in real life in just a couple seasons, so it is not possible to get them outdoors and back indoors in time, so they are just going to be indoors early. Both teams struggling so far this year. The Lions actually with the better record so far. Although, it's already correct. Although the favorite is the Lions as far as ratings go. So the Lions come in at 2-4, and the Giants come in 3-1. Giants have not had their bye yet. Greg Landry, 2 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. That is the Lions' biggest problem. 1,200 yards, decent percentage, and pretty good yards. He's also added some yards with his legs, but 2 touchdowns in 6 games is not good. 13 interceptions in 6 games is atrocious. Maybe not atrocious for 71, but still bad even for 71. But the 2-13 ratio is the big problem. The best quarterbacks in 71. There's a nice throw to Charlie Sanders, though, and that's a big game, 36 yards. So I was going to say the best quarterbacks in 71, real life and here in Sack to the Future, actually have more touchdowns than interceptions. I think modern, it's about, you want the good quarterbacks are probably like 3-1, but here just better than 1-1 puts you at the best. 1-1 is still really solid though, but 2-15 or 13, 1-6.5, that's horrible. Here's the line: Yarbrough, Gallagher, Flanagan, Kowalski, and Freitas. Owen and Taylor in the back. Walton and McCullough are the wide receivers, and of course the great Charlie Sanders at tight end. Now, Owens and Taylor will flip-flop sometimes. Lakes, Kanicki in the middle, Dreyer and Reed are the defensive ends. Heck, the middle linebacker, Files, and Douglas, of course, the outside backers. Corners, Otto Brown and Willie Williams. Spider, Lockhart, and Scott Eaton are the safety men. Hello, Red Sox Al. Nice to see you. I'm surprised it is extremely late. I was not going to do this. Was contemplating just going to bed, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me squeeze one in. But good to know that other people don't sleep properly as well. The field goal is good there from Mann. Yeah. I don't blame you. That's the proper choice to make. But sometimes I don't do the right things, and then we will pay for it tomorrow at work, but that's okay. Now, this is the 1971 Giants at 3-1. If you want to see some 1970 Giants-Lions action, you see that on the Al Red Sox fan channel. Since you're on here, I don't know if you know exactly when that's going to happen, but do you know when that NFC Championship game is going to happen? The replay 1970 season that you're doing? Personal foul. Wow. Lem Barney. Definitely a well-established name in Detroit, but the refs don't care about that if you pull on the face mask. Saturday, that's not too far. Young, Highland, Larson, Doug Van Horn, and Charlie Harper on the line. Rocky Thompson, Tucker Fredrickson, Rich Houston, and Don Herman are the wide receivers. And then, of course, Tucker is the tight end. Fran Tarkenton leads that group. There's a flag on the play. Tarkenton misses over the middle. Holding. So the refs getting involved in this game. I think there was one game that had like 5 or 6 penalties, but usually 2 or 3 is about the max for the game. We already had 2 in the first 4 minutes. Here's the Lions defense: Mitchell, Evie, Rush, and Larry Hand. Mike Lucci in the middle, Wayne Walker and Paul Naumoff. You got Lem Barney and Dick LeBeau, then Tom Vaughn and Mike Weger. The corners, LeBeau and Barney, are definitely a good pair of corners. In fact, this Lions team, although not as good as they were in 70, are still got some talent on it here in 71, just not performing as such so far. I think he was short. Yeah, just inches short. So the Giants are going to go for a 50-yard field goal here. That's a 50-yard field goal because, of course, you can't move the goalposts in Madden or anything. So that's occasionally the problem is the coaches and the AI still think their kickers can make it from 50. They're starting to learn, though. Had some games where if it's over 52, they stop trying. But they still try from 50. And, I mean, even 40 is hard enough for these kickers. Kicking and not quite the level it's at here in modern-day football, that's for sure. There's Landry, though, 4 of 6. Al, you missed the season stats. When Landry came out, they showed he has 2 touchdown passes but 13 interceptions. So that is the main reason that the talented Lions team is finding themselves battling to stay out of last place. They're currently above the Packers, though. There's a throw downfield, another completion. UMass grad, indeed, and for all those that think that Fran Tarkenton was the only quarterback that could move a little bit before the modern day guys, Landry, a pretty good scrambler as well. Landry going from the shotgun. He will give it to, I believe that's Taylor. Yes, Alty Taylor. Not much, though. 2nd and 9 coming up. Quick throw. Files drags him down. Landry, 6 of 8. Pretty good start completion percentage-wise, although his completion percentage has been pretty decent. It's been the interceptions that have been his problem. There's Charlie Sanders wide open. Not sure why the Giants would leave the best pass-catching threat that the Lions have wide open, but that was their strategy. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Al. Have a good night. Alty Taylor stopped just short. Inches short, bringing up a 2nd and goal. Now a handoff and breaks one tackle, spins off another tackle. And Alty Taylor Just too many Giants. He kept breaking the tackles, but another Giant would appear and eventually stop him short. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Fourth guy is good enough. 3rd and goal. Giants have a chance to get the stop here, and they do. They blitz in the defensive back, Williams, and he brings down Landry behind the line. So the Giants go all out after making nice plays on the first 2 goal line stands. All out blitz gets home, and they stop the Lions from getting in, even though they had a 1st and goal inside the 1. So another field goal attempt by Mann, and that is good. So the Lions stretch their lead to 6-0, but the Giants don't feel too bad about that considering what it was looking like earlier. So Fran Tarkenton comes out for another shot at this thing. See, Detroit's already put up 100 yards of offense in the first quarter. Play action pass and unfold. Not fooled at all. Zweger gets in there and sacks Fran Tarkenton. Look at that, unfazed. 2nd and 17. Tarkenton drops back again. And this time he'll get rid of the ball on time and complete. Tucker with the catch and then drives the Lions backwards. Bob Tucker's first catch of the day. Nice touch on that throw. Now Fran will turn and hand off to Charlie Evans, his 2nd carry for 3 yards. Ron Johnson is out injured. And there was a lot of Duhan early in the season. The first time Johnson was injured, Johnson came back, played a couple games. Now he's injured again. And they have gone. Fredrickson's been involved the whole time, but and it was Fredrickson, Johnson, and then Johnson got hurt, so it was Fredrickson and Duhan. And then Johnson came back, and it was Fredrickson and Johnson. Now Johnson's hurt again, and it's Fredrickson, and they just keep rotating the other guy. So not sure that Duhan did anything to necessarily make them stop going to him, but they have just spread it around recently. There's Fran Tarkenton completing his 6th consecutive pass. When he's not getting sacked, he has looked dangerous so far. That's the end of the first quarter. And they're turning the lights off. Interesting. Lions lead 6-0, a couple of field goal drives, and now they'll switch sides, and the Lions will go left to, or the Giants will go left to right. All the scoring has been on this end of the field. Fredrickson gets stuffed. Lucci comes in and absolutely stops the momentum. There's the completion to Fredrickson, short gain. Targeted 7 of 7. He's definitely picking the holes in the Detroit defense. Although none of those holes are deep, it's still been effective. Tarkenton hit as he throws, and that's the only thing that stopped him from maintaining his 100% completion accuracy, is just getting absolutely wrecked. Had to get rid of the ball to avoid the sack, which is important because at least it lets them attempt a field goal. Now it is a 49-yarder. He missed from 50, but that was going the other way. Doesn't matter, though. It's just outside of his range. So the Detroit kicking game has gone 2 for 2 on field goal opportunities, albeit they have been shorter field goals, but still, there's been 4 drives that have resulted in field goal opportunities. The Giants have missed both field goals and the Lions have made both field goals, and that's your difference, 6-0. Landry handoff to Alty Taylor. He puts his head down and cannot break the tackle. 4 carries, 8 yards so far for Taylor. 3rd and 4. Landry drops back, fires, completes. Oh, what a nice move there. Gets 2 Giants to miss him. And was that Mr. Walton? Yes, it was. Walton makes an appearance. Look at this move. Oh, goodbye. And Spider Lockhart, of course, the one that tackled him. Hand off to Taylor. Gets a nice block and finds his way inside the 35 down to the 31-yard line. Just enough for a first down. Spider Lockhart, 2 consecutive tackles now. And now Owens is back there. And they will hand to Owens, and he goes to the right side. So the Lions starting to establish that right side of the line of scrimmage. Now Landry will drop back into the shotgun. And good protection, fires downfield. Nicely covered, though. Good protection matched by good coverage in the back end. And Landry comes up with an incompletion. 3rd and 5. Landry from the shotgun again. He fires this time. It's complete. And Landry is now 10 of 14. That was Owens who lined up as a wide receiver and makes his first catch of the game. Play action pass now. Landry gets rid of it before he gets hit. Completes it. But there is a flag. Holding. I'm telling you, the refs are a little bit more trigger happy today with those flags than they have been for most of the season so far. And up to Alty Taylor, huge hole, and chopped down at the 12-yard line. Legs taken out from under him, but he does not lose the ball. Eaton went low on the tackle. There's a handoff to Owens. That's a huge hole. He cuts it back and gets inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. So the Lions showing an impressive mix. They're already over 50 yards on the ground, close to 100 in the air. There's a pitch out to Owens. Gets a block on the outside and can just run for days out there. Oh, Walton. I think Walton might have been the receiver that threw that nice chop block to open up that whole side, but he hurt himself doing so. So a costly block, but it led to a touchdown. And now, after that 5-minute drive, the Lions seem to be in total control of this one. Well, Landry hasn't thrown an interception yet, and if you look closer at the Lions game so far, you see that if their turnovers were just scaled back a little bit, like if they would lose the turnover battle by 1 or especially remain even, that they could easily be a playoff contention team. They've just been losing the turnover battle by 2 or 3 in a game. It's hard to win at -3. Oh! That was like a delayed blitz. They sent the one blitzer right away, and the Giants picked him up, and then Lucci came in on a delay blitz, and no one in between him and Tarkinen. And Tarkinen was looking off to the right, maybe trying to look the safety off. Didn't see him until right before he got hit. So he's looking there, and he's like, oh, well, it's too late to try to get away. Let me just hold this, go down, avoid the fumble. So now the Giants in a hole again, 2nd and 16, play action pass, and now from the other side. Oh, the Lions are hungry. It's time to feed for the Lions, and it's unfortunate for the Giants, but the Lions are tired of hearing it from the press. The lack of attention, considered to be playing well below their talent capabilities, but not today. Today they are hungry. They are moving the ball on offense. They are getting the Fran targeted on defense. They've got helped out a little bit by the Giants just stopping a little short on each of their drives, making it too hard for their field goal kicker. And all that wraps up into a crowd that's in a frenzy. And the Lions with a 13-point lead here in the first half. Now the Giants look like they're going to bring some pressure. Could just be a run blitz. Hand off to Alty Taylor, though. If it was a run blitz, it didn't help at all. That's again on the right side. The Lions really attacking the Giants' left side of their defense. And the Giants might need to start putting some safeties towards that way, or 5 guys on the line maybe. Now they go to the left side of their line, right side of the Giants defense, and the Giants defense handle that much better. Still a gain of 3 though. Oh, there's a fake to Alty Taylor, and Landry keeps it himself. So the Giants, kind of knowing that their weakness is on that left side of their defense, they fake it to him. Almost everyone from the Giants goes that way, and Greg Landry, that is what he has done. The Lions look like they're in total control, and then Landry just fires it right to the other team, and it's going to be a pick 6. Greg Landry's inopportune giving the ball away just continues. A disastrous, nightmarish season for Landry and his fans here in 71, as that's now his 14th interception thrown in the 7th game for the Lions. That was almost blocked. Gogolak able to get his first kick to go through, even though it was very close to being blocked. But the Giants get a gift. And it's a brand new game now, 13-7, not to mention what is the mental state of Landry and his coach. Now, his coach is stuck by him so far. Again, that's 14 interceptions. But he has not been benched. I think he's played every single snap. I don't believe Munson has even thrown one pass yet this year. But how much longer? Of course, I go to take a drink, and Owens jukes the first guy, splits 2 defenders, and then literally leaps over a man. That was insanely. It was the best run of the day, even though it was only 6 yards. It was the best run, and I was taking a drink, so I couldn't even call it live. That was fantastic stuff from Owens. 3rd and 3. I'll hand it off, and that's how you use your blocking. Oh, it's Triplet. Triplet's hurt, though. Triplet's been around for a while, not as explosive as he used to be, if you could ever consider him explosive, but he's a veteran, let's say, a well-established veteran. So that's sad to see, but he did a nice job of waiting for the blocks to develop and then follow them for the first down, but got injured on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Lions. Low snap. Landry picks it up, gives it to Taylor, who slams forward across midfield, and Alty Taylor goes over the 50-yard mark here in the first half. The Lions as a team have hit exactly 100 yards rushing. There's completion to the outside. 0 rushes for 0 yards. That's good to know, but he had a catch, so we could probably talk about if that was his first or second catch. All right, Landry from the shotgun spins away, fires, and finds a man in between 2 Giants. It was a nice throw by Landry to McCullough. Landry can make some nice throws. He does a lot of good things, and that's probably why or I should say, he looks the part. He's athletic. He does things with his legs and his arm. He makes some big plays, but then he just breaks your heart with those interceptions. Landry, ooh, so I don't know if that was mistimed by the Giant defensive back or just one of those. Landry throws it a little bit faster than you think he can. Either way, it ends up being a touchdown pass, but I don't know if the Giant guy times it right. Is that another pick and possibly even a pick six? As it turns out, at least in the box score, it's going to look like a beautiful pass by Landry and a touchdown. But that's one of those plays that millisecond timing either way, and you have 20-7, or do you have the Giants up 14-13? So Landry rebounds, going 4 for 4 with the touchdown pass. And again, mental state-wise, now Landry, answers the interception with a 4 for 4 drive, including a touchdown. But had that been picked, that last one, especially if it would have been returned, just amazing how careers and everything could change on millisecond decisions. Fran Tarkenton. Fran Tarkenton not used to getting hit this much. Usually he's able to run around a bit, but the Giants have had well-timed blitzes from different directions that have caught Tarkenton off guard. Did I say Landry? Landry's not playing on both teams. It is late though, folks. So at least I'm saying names that are in this game and not, calling them like, I don't know, Kenny Stabler or something. There's a quick timeout. 48 seconds to go. Giants have 1 remaining. Fran Tarkenton drops back on 2nd and 3. Good job by the line. He goes underneath, gets the first down. Frederickson, now they're going to have to hurry because you don't want to use your timeout here. 30, 29, 28. You want to get at least 10 more yards for your kicker, at least 10. Fran Tarkenton moves a little bit, fires to the sidelines. Ooh, Tucker makes the catch, but does not get out of bounds. So the Giants decide not to take out the timeout immediately. Tried to run to the line, realized it was taking too long, did go ahead and take the timeout. Now you're talking about a 45-yarder, and this is much more of giving Gogolak a shot. And Gogolak responds. Gogolak with the field goal. Finally gets one to attempt inside of 50 or inside of 49, and he puts that through. So the Lions have gone up by 13 a couple different times, and in both instances the Giants have responded by scoring once defensively, and then right before the half they get their first offensive points of the game. And take a look at some team stats real quick here before we go back to the second half. See the Lions leading in both rushing and passing quite considerably. The Lions are already over 250 yards of offense. It's really, if Landry doesn't throw that pick six, you're looking at a 20-3 game here. And that's what the yards and the other stats would indicate. Quite a dominant performance, really, by the Lions. But because of that pick six, it's only 20-10, and it doesn't feel like the Giants are out of this, even though they have been beat up pretty bad so far. Frederickson, a few yards. Either way, it's only a third quarter. You'd be able to run the ball, but since it's 20-10 and not 20-3, it gives you even more. What's the word? Vindication, not vindication. Even more assertion that it's okay to keep running. Frederickson, 4 carries, 16 yards. Tarkenton, has the Giants across midfield. Drops back, fires, completes. That's his man Herman on the outside. Fred Tarkenton, he's going to take off and run across the 35-30, 25-20, still on his feet, inside the 10. Slowed up by Williams and tackled from behind by Lucci. So Tarkenton didn't escape at all in the first half, but does here for a 30-yard run. And the Giants are 4 yards away from making this very interesting. Play action pass, Tark looking. Grant Tarkenton's going to tuck it and get hit and fumble the football. Oh, he tried to run on consecutive plays. Didn't see anyone get open. That's one of those times where Tarkenton's refusal to give up on any play actually goes against him, as he could have just thrown that out of the back of the end zone and called a better play, but trying to make something happen actually fumbles the ball. And that kind of offsets the pick six a little bit, in that the Giants got 7 points out of nowhere, but here they leave at least 3, possibly 7 points on the table. So now it's Landry's turn. Landry will turn and hand to Altie Taylor, who gets out of that somehow and ends up getting a first down. Nice run by Altie Taylor. He's up over 60 yards now, averaging over 6 yards a carry. The Lions have run 40 plays of offense at the Giants. There's a handoff to Owens. Nice tackle by Brown out there. Owens in the backfield again. Landry's going to come up and throw to Altie Taylor. Now that was an interesting little formation there. Or no, Mel Farr. That was interesting in that Farr was up almost in like a slot receiver type of position, a little bit off the line, almost not quite slot, not quite tight end, a little bit off, and then just took off, started going to his left, but also took a step back, so that throw was actually a lateral and counts as a run. So more running yards for the Lions. But the Giants haven't seen that one, I don't believe, here since we do all the Giants games on Sack to the Future. You can go back and check me on that, but I don't think they've seen that play called against them yet. There's a handoff to Owens, and he punishes some Giants down at the 30-yard line. Lions already over 150 yards on the ground. They're really pushing the Giants around without Landry turning the ball over at least one, probably two more times. It seems like the Lions are going to win this game. But Landry is capable of just melting down. At least he is here in Sack to the Future. So we will see what happens. Looks like the Lions coaching is definitely going heavy on the run to keep that from happening. 3rd and 1. This could be a chance that Landry takes a shot at the end zone. Instead, he hands to Owens, and the blocking, the right side of their line versus the left side of the Giants defense, is not going well for the New York football team. Quick throw underneath. Some interesting dancing being done by Cotton. Ends up getting 1 yard after all that. Andrew back to pass, throws into all kinds of traffic. There was like 2 or 3 Lions receivers, 4 or 5 New York defenders. There's all kinds of people around that ball. Here's play action pass, Landry. Here comes the pressure. And Landry will not force anything. He'll go ahead and take the sack. Sacked by Vandy. And the Lions will set up a man field goal attempt. He's 2 for 2 so far. 42-yarder on the way, and good. So the Lions get back to that 13-point lead. They've played with a 13-point lead most of the game. It's been cut into here and there, but the Lions always seem to get it back up to 13.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So Fran Tarkenton, first drive out of the locker room, got his team all the way down inside the 10, but then fumbled the football. And then the Lions took a nice time-consuming drive and got points out of it. So with only 4 minutes going in the third quarter, Tarkenton gets just his second opportunity here in the second half. And that play, Evans gets blown up in the backfield. He's not having a good day as he has lost 3 yards on 3 carries. Here's a pitch out to Fredrickson. Oh, nothing. The Lions are all hyped up again. Gonna need some Tarkenton magic here. And instead they'll just hand it off, and almost got some Fredrickson magic. A decent run, but of course he needed a huge run to get that first down. So the Lions will get the ball back with about 2 minutes to go in the third, up by 2 scores, 13 points. Another 5-minute drive by the Lions here could put the game away. So the Giants defense needs to come up. They need to protect that left side of the defense, whether it's switching the linemen around, bringing up the safety, strong safety on that side. And now you see the Lions put 2 tight ends over there, but they're not running. They are throwing. They throw to the right. Landry, 16 of 22. He's actually had a pretty good game. Just the one mistake. There's a handoff and a punishing run by LT Taylor. He's up to 79 yards now. He's feeling it today. Handoff to LT Taylor, and he busts his way across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Turn handoff to Owens, and he avoids the hole so that he can make contact with the Giants defender. That's just someone that likes to punish people. He might have punished his team, though, because he had a first down, but because he likes contact so much, he ran into it and got stopped short of the first down. But they have Owens back there again. They'll give it to him. This time he gets the first down. I think Landry told him in the huddle, like, hey, I'm going to call your number again, but just go to the hole, get the first down, and then you can hit people. Landry steps up and fires a quick pass. He saw, indeed, that Williams was playing off the receiver. Too much cushion is what Landry is barking out there now. If you give me that much cushion. He's giving him cushion again. Let's see if Landry does the same thing. He does not. He looks the other side. Oh, and that's dropped. The play was there, but it was just dropped. 3rd and 3. Giants showing possibly sending 5 on this one. And the Lions counter with a screen to Owens, and he runs himself out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So perfect call. A screen pass against the blitz. And the Lions are driving once again. A field goal really pushes the Giants to the back of the wall, but a touchdown puts the game away. The Giants came in with the 9th ranked defense, but they've allowed 201 yards on the ground. The 9th ranked defense against the run. Having a hard time. And it's the second time that they've called that play, and it's worked brilliantly. That's called a run because right when Landry snaps the ball, Far actually takes a step to the left and back, so he's behind Landry. When Landry throws it, see, counts as a run. But he gets out there so quick that there's only one guy out there. The receiver blocks him, and he's getting 8 or more yards each time they do that. So it's a nice little play that they've designed, and the Giants have not answered it yet. They've only used it a couple times. It's not like overkill. But you can bet the Lions' next week opponent will probably have some sort of answer for that, but that won't be the Giants. Landry gets punished, though. Blitz, I missed who it was, but blitzing linebacker destroyed Landry. Landry now spinning away, but Fred Dreyer's there to bring him down. And the rookie talks to Landry, puts the finger in the face. It says, I might be a rookie, but you're still not putting us away that easily. Man comes out for yet another field goal attempt, and he buries it. 4 field goals for Man today. And the Lions have pushed the lead as far as it can go without breaking the Giants. It's a 16-point lead, but in sack to the future. Yes, it's 1971, but it's sack to the future 1971, meaning you can go for 2. So this is a 2-score game still. Fran Tarkenton. Sacked by hand. In my opinion, he pulled that down too early and then didn't get far enough away from all the defenders. This time he delivers a nice pass over the middle. Fran Tarkenton has only thrown 3 incompletions. His line needs to give him time, and he might be able to make this comeback. Okay, Fran Tarkenton, this is where they won't even let him make a play. I was going to say, this is where you prove that you're one of the best quarterbacks in football. But the coaching decides they just don't want this to get any worse. So Landry has definitely cooled it down. 19 pass attempts in the first half, only 7 here in the second half as they have the lead, and they want to make sure. I mean, really, if it wasn't for that, there's that play again to Mel Farr, and this time only 6 yards. The Giants are getting a little bit better at reacting to it, but they're still clueless as far as stopping it. The Lions are approaching 400 yards of offense now. Landry a delay, and that was eaten up in the backfield. So 3rd and 8, Giants must get the ball back right now. I mean, hold them here for a punt. Obviously, a turnover is even better. Landry fires, completes, but short to the first down. Spider Lockhart was following around Charlie Sanders, which is a good idea. Earlier, the Giants left Charlie Sanders wide open. They've covered him since that play pretty well. That was only his 3rd catch total, 2nd since leaving him wide open. But the Lions are just, they've really played almost a perfect game. The pick 6, obviously, the one big mistake, but other than that, no fumbles. Played well on defense, tackling well, pressuring Tarkenton well, covering well, obviously running well, and then punting and covering the punt well. Also, Man has made all 4 field goal attempts, I believe. I know he's made 4. I don't remember if he's had only 4 or if he actually had 5 attempts. I think he's only had 4, so Lions doing everything right. This is what the fans thought they could be. And if you take the one mistake away that they did make, this would be a 26-3 complete annihilation. Second and 2 for Tarkenton. Quick drop, nothing's there, so he spins and then throws it a little bit too quickly to Herman. 3rd and 2, need the first down, but you also need chunk plays. Tarkenton, too many bodies. He did a good job sifting through a few of them, but just could not get through all the Lions in the first down. They have to play here 4th and 1. Oh, the Lions came up too far, I believe. The Lions go off sides. They ran everyone up to the line to stop the run, but one of them took a step just... Oh, wait, no, it was a false start they called. So the Lions, by bringing everyone up, caused the Giants to false start. Tarkenton, with eyes in the back of his head, gets rid of the ball before getting destroyed, but then the receiver unable to hold on. Ball pops around like hot potato, and Dick LeBeau comes down with it. So Tarkenton throws his first interception here late in the 4th quarter, and just the throw that he had to make to give his team any hope at all. So the coaches, it's not even like an interception. If the ball was dropped, it's the Lions' ball anyways. Just trying to force something. Tucker, knowing he's not coming down with that, about to get hit, just kind of pops up in the air and says, let's see what the heck happens. And what happens is LeBeau hangs on to it for personal stats because the Lions are going to get the ball anyways. But it's not, I'm not saying LeBeau was seeking stats. You train for interceptions. If the ball's there, you grab the interception. It's hard in that heat of the moment when you've trained all week long, all season long, to grab any interception you can, to suddenly say, oh wait, it's 4th down, don't get this interception. So it's funny to me when people on the couch and things say, no, what are you doing? It would have been better if you would have dropped the ball. It's like, drop the ball. Oh, that was a contested catch. Landry. These are risks Landry does not need to take. The game is in hand, but he does it again. He gets away with it that time, but that is another one that's on the edge of the field. There's a chance if that's picked off, especially if it's by Spider Lockhart, that there's enough speed going the other way that, again, it's in danger of being a pick six, or at least a big play that gets the Giants all the way down and deep into the Lions field for no reason. You could literally just kneel and punt at that point, and the Giants would have no way of coming back. But the coaching staff of the Lions has seemed to just say, hey, we're going to live with what Landry can do for us, and he can be a sensational prospect player for sure, but he does those things. And the Lions are willing to live and die with Landry making great plays and breaking their hearts. Meanwhile, the Lions just ran their 70th play. Told you they were dominating this game. Man's going to come out and kick his 5th field goal. So a game that's thoroughly been dominated by the Lions, especially the right side of the Lions offensive line. And the Giants just came into a buzzsaw. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, you have the obvious. You're playing the great teams, and they're just more talented than you, or you're playing the teams that everything's going wrong, and you get your easy wins. Then you play the teams that you could go either way. But sometimes you play these teams, it doesn't matter what their record is. They're coming off of hard losses. The fans are getting upset. Lots of media is going around. People are talking. And you just walk in, and they take all their frustration out on you. And they just play like gangbusters, throw you around. And that's what's happening to the Giants here today. The Lions, all that frustration pent up in the first half of the season so far is being unleashed here in week number 8 against the Giants.
60 or.
Tark back to pass again. Lofts it into about 4 Lions. That would have been really impressive if he would have dropped that into Herman. You see, he hangs his head a little bit, wondering why he made that throw. Now it's 4th down, so now you'll definitely see him make a throw like that if he needs to. Tarkenton fires and completes for the first down. So nice job by Tarkenton to keep the drive alive. This is just to get something established. There's no way they're coming back, but they would like to get points. And it's also good 2-minute drill practice. Fires to Herman on the other side, and Herman, see, that's why you need the practice. Herman should have been able to get out of bounds, but he failed to do so. Fran Tarkenton fires. Oh, and that's too high and picked off Lem Barney with the interception. So both of the corners, I stated earlier that this is one of the premier corner pairings in the league in Barney and LeBeau. And it took a while. It took all the way until less than a minute to go in the game, but both of those corners ended up getting interceptions. That was the 40th play run by the Giants offense. So the Lions ran over 70 plays, and the Giants ran exactly 40. It's everything you need to know was right there. 70 plus plays to 40. So the Lions win convincingly. Both teams are now under 500. Lions are at going to be 3-4 now, and the Giants will drop to 3 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie. The Giants have not had their bye week, so I believe that's going to happen. Well, it's got to happen over the next couple of weeks. I don't recall if it's next week or not. It may not be, but the Giants definitely looking for that bye week soon to help Ron Johnson heal. But today was just not their day. Lions win easily, 29-10. Thanks again to Al, Red Sox fan, for joining. If you watched this game before Saturday night, I definitely encourage you to check out Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel on Saturday night, and you'll see the 1970 Giants versus the 1970 Lions in a NFC Championship game in the replay season that he's doing. A different style game, I think it's pro strategy football. It's called. A very good game, just different, rather than the graphics and things that Madden gives you here. It's still historical football more, but you get to see more of the strategy, I guess. So anyways, thank you for watching and have a great day.